Previously on DrakeParagon.
Their anchor got stuck and they had to cut their chain. We've got all these little targets dead ahead. Just appeared.
One straight ahead.
I see it. All around us, this enormous field.
We're in fog in a really heavy field of icebergs.
We have ice! We just caught our first piece of ice. And now we gotta get away from that guy.
So you can see how difficult it is when these icebergs are in swell, and the low icebergs are also in swell, because then you can only see just the very, very tips of them. They disappear in the swell and then they come back up again. That's why we have people up here. So I just give Drake a hand signal if it's near our course or if he made a small adjustment. I don't tell him about the ones that are completely to either side of us, so like 90 degrees to us. Anything from about over here all the way to about here. If I see any icebergs in there, that's when I give him a shout.
Estimated arrival time is 9:30
Okay.
in the Anchorage. It's a small anchorage, really small. If we drop anchor like right in the center, we've only got about 250 feet max of swing around room. You know, we probably put out 150 feet of chain, maybe a little more, but not much room to swing. And if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna turn around and try to get back to small sun, but it might be dark. The approach is definitely easier to this anchorage we're going to than small sun. There's less of a narrow path that we have to go through. That guy would not show up on radar, and I would not want to hit him. Looks like we've just about cleared that huge field. This is basically Nutella, chocolate Nutella. It's really good. I just put some on this wonderful bread that we got from the bakery. And it's our little snack. It appears that we cleared the iceberg field. There were hundreds of them, and we were quite occupied by them for a few hours. But now there are no more icebergs on radar. Nothing on the horizon as far as we can see. So Aina's still up on the bow doing a watch for any more ice just in case, and I'm making Nutella on bread. Over here, here's that ice that we caught. Isn't that wild? I wonder how old it is when it was frozen. What it's going to be like in our martinis tonight. And here, this is salmon that I got at the grocery store in Pamute. Got 6 of these little salmon steaks for almost 20 kroners, so that's like $4. It's not bad, huh? $4 for that much salmon. It's dinner. Got a couple of them defrosting for dinner tonight. How you doing, Mo? Hi.
Bye.
How are you feeling? You got sick in the bathroom? Estimated time of arrival in the Anchorage is 9:30 tonight. Still got a ways to go. It's about 2:30 right now. So about 7 more hours underway. Lots more if you want more. Got a big loaf of bread. Not bad, huh? I hope it clears up by the time we get to the Anchorage.
And if it's like this, we just have to follow the GPS in.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's such a small Anchorage that I hope there's not another boat in there. You know, hope we're the only one.
Fortunate thing about Greenland is that there's not really many people up here.
That's true. That's true. Not that many boats. Their summer really is about a month and a half to 2 months long.
Yeah.
You know. I can't believe it. Niels is helping me with the new GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to catch you up, we crashed Harry, the Phantom quadcopter. The propellers got cracked and the camera got busted. So where am I going to get a GoPro camera in Greenland? I was talking to Niels. He said that if I could order the GoPro camera and send it to a particular address in the United States, that he would take it from there, that he would have it flown to the airport in Cockatock, where I'd be able to pick it up at the airport. So I immediately went on to Amazon.com, ordered the GoPro, had it shipped to that address in the States, and we should have it maybe by the time we pull into Cockatock. So unfortunately no more aerial videos until we get that. Yeah, he really went out of his way. He didn't need to do that. He's taken the time and he's doing us a big favor. He's awesome.
Can you imagine if we'd had our sails up when we came into the ice field?
Hell no, man.
I mean, we were going downwind, so we would have just had to turn around,
Yep.
pull them down.
Yep.
Like if it was really windy, that'd be getting them down would be a nightmare.
Yeah. I was just so glad that we were going downwind and not upwind, and so glad that it wasn't 30 knots. You know, it was only like 10. Calm seas. Visibility could have been better, but no, I couldn't imagine sailing through it. I'm perfectly happy with this being a motor trip.
Good introduction to the iceberg.
Yeah, some of them were huge.
I saw what Michael was talking about last night. He said that some of them are transparent.
Yeah.
Like that, like a big ice cube.
Yeah. Some of them look dirty also, like dirt.
I saw one or two of them that were like, whether it's gravel that got caught up in the glacier.
Yeah. Some of them were so beautiful, it was almost like art sculpture. And we got some for martinis tonight. We don't have any olives, do we? Did we get olives? Maybe.
You can check the can locker.
Yeah. So seals, we just saw one. They're right out here. They live right here in this fucking cold water. It's unbelievable. I mean, they're warm-blooded mammals, right?
Yeah. We've got something called a mammalian reflex.
Yeah.
Which just means that they have like, when they dive down, their heartbeat slows down. I was surprised that they came so close to the boat, considering they get hunted around here.
Yeah.
They must have realised there was a difference between us and the other boats.
It's like, oh, that's a sailboat. He didn't stick around.
I think once we went up to the bow, they scarpered. They got out of there.
Another little berg out there. A little bit off the port, pretty far away. Is beautiful. The way the sun's hitting it. Holy shit, I think we're a little too close maybe. Yeah, maybe a little nudge to port. We're a little bit too close, but are you seeing this thing? Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Wow. That is just beautiful. Look how the sun's going through that big crack.
Hello, little friend.
Just want to get in the dinghy and row up to it.
You can see where it's carved off from the glacier. You can see the different lines. I wonder how big it is underwater.
Yeah, that's fucking huge.
The big mountainside that you see up here coming out of the clouds now.
Yeah.
It's called Tindingen.
Tindingen.
Probably got, and then Sook, where we're going to anchor,
Yeah.
is in the lee of that. It's a tiny little crack, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I see that.
Yep. Yeah, I've got the waypoint routes going right to where I want to drop it.
So this mountain on the right hand side of the screen, it's called Tindingen, and it's 918 meters high. It's like 100 meters off from the highest mountain in Ireland. So kind of put things in perspective, this place is huge. And so you can see that kind of mist around along the coast. I think there's a rainbow in the mist, but we just can't see it because it's either the mist isn't strong enough or we're not at the right angle to the sun. It's very pretty. And we're about an hour and a half away from the anchor point.
So we're about to go into an anchorage called Conga or Sook. Nobody lives on this island. According to the chart, it's a very, very small, very protected anchorage. Just a little tiny nook inside of this fjord. We've got only about 250 feet of swing room around the center point where I plan to anchor. I've never seen anything like it before, man. This is wild. Deserted island.
Yep. That is nearly as big as the biggest mountain in Ireland. To put things in perspective.
Wow.
We don't have them bigger than that, really.
No. I just hope there are no other boats in this anchorage because it's so small on the chart.
This is like being in Lord of the Rings.
It is like being in Lord of the Rings, huh?
Yeah. I don't want to reference it too much, but I'm just like, we're in the misty mountains. Gandalf's gonna meet us in Conga or Sook.
Time to turn off the autopilot and figure out where we're gonna anchor. Right in there somewhere.
I started thinking, if somebody felt like climbing this mountain, there's probably very little information about it. I don't think many people have done it before.
I doubt it.
Just because it's so hard to get to.
Yeah. You want to climb it?
Yeah, let's do it this afternoon. It's only 918 meters. It's fine.
We'll be dropping the hook in about 3 miles. Might be nice to launch the dinghy and have a little exploration. Look at what the dirt looks like, what the sand looks like.
There's a little lake up there as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I was checking on the chart plotter at the same time.
Yeah, it feels like Land of the Lost. Either dinosaurs should be coming around that hill, or Gandalf and Frodo. I can't wait to get the hook down. I'm so tired. Get the hook down, have a nice meal, have an early night, and then push off first thing in the morning. Unless we absolutely fall in love with the scenery and really want to go explore. I mean, we could stay here all day tomorrow. The weather's good for it. I don't think they have any Wi-Fi out here though. We're gonna go anchor right over there. And we will be surrounded by rock mountain. Alright, manual control, autopilot off. Let's go in. I don't think we'll find any firewood ashore here. We're in 220 feet of water right now. It's supposed to get a little shallower up forward on the starboard a little bit. I don't like it. Yeah. It's just a tiny, tiny little spit of 30-foot 25 to 30 foot depth right here, but we're awfully close to these rocks. And if there was any kind of blow, man. We're also several feet below high tide. I bet the bottom here is all rock. There's not enough room to swing. I'm going to try to put as much distance between us and the rocks as I can and still anchor in under 30 feet. Well, we got the right place. 21 feet, so 60 feet out. I wonder if I should use a rock now because it's heavier. "23 feet, put 80 feet of road out, see how it goes." There's no wind in the forecast, so I feel a whole lot better about that. Would not want to be here in stronger wind, but I think it might do for the night. Let's see how this works. Take a while for her to start moving with the wind. I'm gonna go that way.
For the description in the guidebook, it seems very exposed.
Landlocked harbor. Maybe we should double check that we are where we think we should be.
Because, like, I mean, I don't know many people who'd want to anchor this close to rocks, like. And if somebody else came here, they'd hardly recommend it. This is kind of like a, if you're stuck, come here, not a, this is a great protected harbour.
Oh, hey, 5 feet under the keel. We'll look at the chart here. I don't think they could have meant up here. Anchor off an abandoned settlement in the northeast corner of the bay. Is this entire thing the bay? And that's the northeast corner? Or is this the bay and that's the northeast corner?
This is this here.
This is even, it's much smaller area than what we're in. 3.9 feet under the keel. I think this is it. Oh, that was wild. We didn't grab the camera fast enough, of course, but that little iceberg over there just flipped and made a big splashy sound. Now there's a big iceberg right directly ahead of us. I hope it's not moving towards us. That big one right there. You see it?
Yeah, the upwind one.
We're right upwind of it. Welcome to Conga, Sook in Greenland. A little harbor with nothing here but rocks and ice. The weather conditions are for very light winds tonight. I guess we're going to settle here for the night. Put down the fortress anchor there. You can see the road going that away out about 90 feet, 3-to-1 scope in 30-foot depth. There's that iceberg over there that just flipped with a big splashy sound. We got this incredible fog over there, over those mountains.
We're in 5.8 feet of water.
I know this. How are you? Are you looking forward to a wonderful home-cooked meal? Salmon, corn, and rice? So if we do drag, that's the concern. Unfortunately, we're not in the lee. There's some little islands out there that are giving some protection from swell, but it's less than ideal. We read in the cruising guide that there's an abandoned settlement here, but all we've seen that isn't completely natural are these piles of stone, probably put there by mankind. We made it. Our first anchorage. It's breathtakingly beautiful. It's unlike anywhere I've ever seen in my life. And we're anchored right in it. Settle in for the night, get a nice burning stove going. Push off early tomorrow morning for our Sook, which actually has people in it.
You like a cocktail?
Yeah. Yeah, with some glacier ice.
With some glacial ice.
Yeah. I got trapped in the water bed. I was starting to feel a little bit better. So I thought I'd go to the bathroom and see how I felt and then maybe go up. And then I couldn't open the door. I think it was right when you guys were in the iceberg field. So I'm banging on the door and I'm trying to get it and I'm pushing it in and pulling there and it's not going, and so then I'm like, let me out! Screaming, but I think you were in the bow and Drake was back here and the engine was going and you guys were concentrating, and so then I was banging it and kicking all around trying to loosen it, tighten it, do whatever, hitting again, pressing as hard as I could, trying to get it out, and it wouldn't. So then I did the high-pitched screaming, maybe they'll hear that. I'll do the girl scream. Didn't hear that. And I started getting really sick because
up in the bow in rolly seas.
And then I got sick again, and I didn't have anything left to get sick with, and so I got sick again. Then I started hitting it some more, and I finally got it open. Yeah, at that point I felt like my entire throat and stomach had been attacked by a cheese grater. So I laid down, and I had been laying down for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and Drake came down and was like, "You're missing the best experience of your life! What are you laying around for?" If I had the energy, I would have throttled him.
Well, would you like a martini with iceberg ice?
Sure. Was it just floating a little bit, or did you grab a big one?
There was 2 little bits. I just got 2 pieces of them. So they were about just that big.
He got it with a net.
Don't ask what else that nurse has got.
Annette, she's the new crew member.
Annette.
She came on on you.
She's sweet. She gets a little green around the edges.
She does, yeah. But she's got a catchy personality.
Wow. Never thought I'd be doing this.
It's kind of hard to make iceberg martinis in the Caribbean. That's the reason you come north to get free ice.
Wow.
Iceberg Amarillo. Now listen. It's popping!
Wow, it is popping.
Question is, why is it popping? Is it because it's releasing oxygen that's thousands of years old?
We are drinking little iceberg gods.
Where's the OJ? Down under the
I think so.
Should be underneath.
Breaky Bit Vodka. Thank you. Look at this sun.
That's beautiful.
This is how I like my snow.
I've never looked at ice and wondered about its history before.
Have you guys got bits of stuff in your eyes?
Sure.
I've got like
Fossils?
no fossils.
I don't think I've ever felt that a drink is so well deserved. That was an iceberg field, huh?
Yeah.
So what was it like?
I thought it was kind of scary. At times, you'd be moving away from one iceberg, and then we'd get to beside that iceberg, and then you'd see like, at one point there was 5 icebergs in front of us, and there was like little gaps in between it. But then we had to go behind the other one that we had gone or like moved out of the way of, and then go that way, and then it was like a little maze.
Yeah, I heard an iceberg scrape on the side of the boat.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was some of the, I remember seeing some of the little ones like, I remember seeing one piece of ice, like a tiny little bergy bit hit the side of the boat. Yeah, it was so foggy as well, you could only see about half a mile. So you could only see the really big ones.
Great.
And then the little ones you could only see when they're about maybe 50 metres, 100 metres ahead of you. So,
Wow, it really is quiet here. There's
It's quite wet.
quiet.
Quite wet.
Quiet. There's nothing here to make sound but the water. I really dig that fog. That's some bizarre looking fog. It's so dense and localized to that one area.
Fog's cool if you don't have to be going through it.
I think it's so funny that just to pull up anchoring, it's just this little shelf that we're on. This tiny little shelf, and everywhere else is like 16 metres and 20 metres and 30 metres. And then like 200 metres, like 100 metres that way.
Yeah, the water's incredibly deep here. Except for this one tiny little spit.
Because where the fog is, that's a fjord, I think.
Yeah.
That runs all the way up that way. And it goes to like 300 metres.
Wow.
Like, easily 400 metres in places.
Wow.
Just, it does its thing like, G52.
How's the ice melt?
Right.
Wonder if we should spend a day here tomorrow. Probably not, eh? Leave first thing in the morning and go to Sook.
Yeah.
It'd be one sort of place to get away from it all.
What are you trying to get away from?
I mean, this place isn't connected to any sort of man, civilization, culture, nothing. It's not Inuit, it's not anything but isolated earth. Kinda cool.
I'm sorry, I just pictured like a little kayak of kids, like la 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 la, coming behind there, like, hey, how's it going?
Not here. This place is wild. We've got little icebergs coming in, or bergy bits. There's that one right there. Coming downwind. Wonder if it's going to hit us. The anchor set seems fine. Got a great fire going in the stove. Cabin's nice and toasty warm. It is freezing out here. It's just too beautiful.